Hello everyone and welcome back to Crossits Gaming. Today we are going to take a look at Star Renegades. This roguelite tactical JRPG promises dimension-hopping heroes trying to topple the Galactic Empire while engaging in randomly generated combat in a pixel art style. Whether it can deliver on its promise is the question we will try to answer today. Star Renegades is available on Steam for €24.99, your regional equivalent. The Empire is consuming the galaxy under its control. Soon, you too will be consumed by it. You are the last hope of humankind and the galaxy. But you have a trick. You have infinite attempts in uncountable dimensions, and death in one of them only leads to you growing stronger in the rest of them. This is the core premise of Star Renegades. Your typical roguelite game with all the mechanics you'd expect from it, and a few extras hidden in its sleeves. There are just a few of you there destined to save the galaxy. So, you sent out groups of 3 to 6 fighters into each combat. Against the mechanical enemies which are bigger than you, more resilient than you, and stronger than you, you must prepare a balanced combination of soldiers and carefully pick their abilities. Let's not beat around the bush and straight talk about the core gameplay loop of Star Renegades. In each round, you get a timeline representing 60 seconds of combat. The individual attacks of your heroes take up time on this timeline. The interesting part lies in the fact that you get to see what your enemies will be doing before each round of combat, allowing you to counter their strategy. That one strong guy's about to kill your healer, but he too is on the brink of death. Quickly shoot him down and your healer gets to live another round. Or maybe go defensive so you take as little damage as possible. But it's not that simple. Because if it were, getting the hang of Star Renegades would be done in a second. The really cool part lies in the ability to push back some of the enemy's attacks with your own. Sometimes, it is worth it to use a weaker attack to push back the enemy's attack into the next round. Then, you don't have to get defensive and can easily nuke down their support. Planning your strategy correctly with more than one round in mind is the key to success. Combine this with various attack types, weaknesses, health, armor, shields, and you get one heck of a tactical battle. But this is where the problem lies. There are just too many numbers and modifiers to keep track of. Unless you're going to play with an Excel spreadsheet opened on your other monitor, you have very little chance of remembering all of them. And why can't I find descriptions of what the attacks do? This is basic stuff for a roguelite. Again, unless you get a spreadsheet opened, there is no chance that you will remember their names and what they do, and it makes it unnecessarily frustrating to analyze why you lost that particular match. But once you get the hang of the attacks and can remember what at least a good number of them do, you will get to travel through 3 different planets before getting to the big bad. And at the end of each of the planets, a smaller big bad mini-boss awaits you. To make each playthrough unique, after you pass zones on the planets, they get locked out, so you need to plan out your route so you get as many enhancements to be able to defeat the mini-bosses. So, that's what you do during the day. Fight the Empire. But during the night, there are also things you can do. You get to sit around a nice campfire, talk, and play cards. It's not exactly poker, but the cards do have their purpose. Playing and trading the cards can unlock bonuses that make your life easier, and not just for combat. You can also improve the relationships between your characters, unlocking special combo moves, and if you get 2 characters to their max relationship level, they can even sire a child, and these children can be recruited into your team. Apart from doing things during the night, you can also improve your characters from DNA samples that are dropped by the enemies. But this mechanic works sort of strange because you first need to have a certain amount of DNA points before you get to see the possible abilities for your characters. Thus, if you're ever in a spot while you're thinking, should I upgrade my weak character or save up my DNA points for something really cool? You cannot really know whether you're making the correct choice. And lastly, when you die, you can also upgrade your characters, get better weapons, even new characters, and head into a new dimension to see whether RNGs will be allied to your case in this particular run. Visually, the game is just great. This sort of Japanese-like pixel art looks awesome, and the large comic-like letters during combat add in that last bit of needed punch. And considering the combat will take up many hours of your life, it is very good that the game looks as good as it does. Plus, the fact that each of the planets is visually very different is the cherry on top. Another great thing about Star Renegades is the music. It perfectly fits the pixel art style and adds towards the sci-fi atmosphere. Even the melody in the main menu will quickly find a place in your heart. Yet, it never overstays its welcome and just adds more to the game. So, in conclusion, Star Renegades does have its beauty. Sadly, it is somewhat hidden behind a layer of frustration. The lack of information makes loving the game from the very moment you pick it up very hard. But if you stick with it, learn the mechanics, a great roguelite game is going to be waiting for you. Whether you want to get on that journey is totally up to you, but in my opinion, if you're a fan of roguelites, sci-fi, or pixel art, then yes, it is worth it. Just maybe wait until it costs less than $20. So, that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the review, and if you do, please consider giving it a little thumbs up here on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to share it with your friends. And comment if you have anything you would like to add. See you guys later with more gaming content.